Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. We have a handful of game demos lined up, some of which for upcoming games, some of which are for games that are already out, and I just hadn't had a chance to get to them yet. So here we are, starting off with AirportSim. This one came out mid-October while I was in the heat of the spooky month, so I didn't get a chance to look at it or have any inkling that it even came out. So this one came as a shock to me, and the one had sent this one shocked that I have not played a simulator game. So we're playing a simulator game. It's been a little while since I've played a simulator game, aside from Ranch. That doesn't count. Hello, Sparkle. How you doing? So this is the first one. I did put a title in for tonight. Planes, trains, and automobiles and spaceships to the Cataclysm. So, you know, that pretty much lines up every single game I've got planned for tonight. So we'll see how well this goes. And we're going to do them in that order, because otherwise I will fight it and try to figure out which order I got to do it in. Alright, so I don't know exactly what this is going to be about, but I suspect it's going to be logistical challenges, being the whole airport sim, passengers and luggages and whatnot, but we will see. So let's do tutorials. Tablet. Tablet.
Welcome to the beautiful Vagar Airport, situated on the Faroe Islands.
Right.
In this tutorial, you'll learn everything you need to know about the tablet.
Right.
The tablet is an important part of the gameplay, as it's your primary source of information. It features everything you need to know to be able to perform tasks on the ground.
Okay. Good start. Yep. Oh. E. Chill. That's a little better. Okay. So, tab for tablet. Go figure. Hey, look, it's an airplane. It's an airplane. Oh, I can speak tonight. This is good. This is good. This is pretty so far. Very pretty. For an airport sim, I was expecting a little bit more of a high view on the situation. Rather than down on the ground, which is an interesting change, but we'll see where this game takes me.
In the first tab from the left, named Operations, you'll discover and find all data about incoming and outgoing flights you're due to handle.
Okay. Place cones.
In the Map tab, as
Fine.
the name suggests,
He'll keep
there's
talking.
a map of the airport displaying your current position and all available vehicles and aircraft to be used.
Mm-hmm.
And in the final tab named Weather, you'll find all the options available to manipulate weather conditions at your present location.
Oh, we manipulate weather from the tablet, not just view it. Okay. Going to attempt to render a glowing mushroom. Neat. Good luck with that. Hello, Gita. Here, have a parting screaming kitty. The beans. Alright, so weather. Yes, manipulate weather. Not just view it, but manipulate it. Got it.
We shall discuss each of these tabs in detail.
Okay, please do.
The screen is divided into two columns.
It's appropriate indeed.
The left-hand side acts as a timetable for all flights that are scheduled to take place at the airport on the present day, but divided into arrivals and departures.
Yeah, I got it.
At the top, there's a button that filters the flights and shows only the ones you're assigned to handle on the day. Each flight is displayed in an ordered grid where all the information you'll need is displayed. Arrival time, flight number, arrival or departure location, and stand number are located on the left.
He's fighting me. He's fighting me. Okay, you may go. You have been tolerant enough. Just stop screaming at me.
The right-hand side displays a list of tasks you'll have to complete when handling the aircraft.
Yep.
To view the tasks are arranged in the order in which they should be completed.
Apparently I completed one of those tutorials without noticing. So first thing about the tutorial is it's very intermittent. Like I have to hit enter every single time he's done talking.
When you complete an
Which is
action,
fine.
it will be crossed off, and those which are yet to be performed have empty markers on the left side of each task title.
But I feel like he could put in a little bit more information in each section. Some of these I'm hitting enter, every couple seconds.
Now we'll head to the map tab.
Yep.
Whilst at Vagar, you won't need the map too much. However, at larger airports such as Keflavik or Warsaw, it will be a major player in getting to where you need to be.
Okie dokie.
The map features will show you the quickest route to your destination, and in addition, the location of available airport vehicles, aircraft, and aircraft stands.
Oh, we got helichoppers. Nice. Alright. So we have 4 gates labeled 2 through 5? Do I want to know where number 1 is, or what happened to number 1? No, I probably don't want to know. It's probably fine. Nothing disastrous could have possibly happened.
Pretty much everything to help you navigate the apron.
So that's the kind of statement right there. That could have been continued on the previous statement without me having to hit enter for it.
To navigate the map, use the controls displayed on the screen.
Yeah. Zoomy. Yep, got it.
To zoom in and
Got
out,
it.
to rotate,
Got it.
the GPS view is always centered on your position and rotates around it.
Okay.
And finally, the weather tab. At the top, you'll notice that 2 different clocks are displayed.
Yeah.
The first one from the left displays the local time at the airport, and the second one shows UTC time, which is used as a common time zone in aviation.
Sure. Yep.
UTC time is calculated relative to the prime meridian passing through the famous town in the United Kingdom, Greenwich, which is also known as the centre of time. Below the clocks, you'll find a slider that allows you to manipulate the time in AirportSim.
Oh, I can't mess with it. Okay.
And under the slider, you'll find a calendar where you can select any date. Try it for yourself and see how the height of the sun changes depending on the time of year.
What am I? I would, but you haven't unlocked me yet.
The button will
Jerk.
automatically set the date, time, and weather conditions to what they currently are in your present location. In this instance, the weather data is fetched and based upon the most recent METAR weather data at Vagar Airport.
Wonderful.
The Apply button is used to apply the selected time in-game.
Great.
At the very bottom, there are weather presets that you will be able to select to recreate predefined weather conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Some selected conditions, such as cloud cover and storm, cannot be manipulated once applied.
Sure. Not sure why, but sure.
Using the sliders, you'll be able to change and adjust individual weather conditions.
Mm-hmm.
On the left, there is a visualization of the cloud height.
Okie
The
dokie.
lower line corresponds to the height of the cloud base above sea level. The upper line displays the height of cloud tops above sea level.
Okay.
Adjustments of weather conditions are done in real time and do not need to be applied like time changes.
Cool.
Good job. You've now learned how to use the tablet in AirportSim. In the next tutorial, you'll be on your way to learning the basics of ground handling.
Cool. I was kind of hoping to be able to play with the weather, but okie dokie. Chocks and cones. Let's learn how to put cones down and slap those chocks under wheels. I'm sure it won't be too difficult, but you never know. Yes, hi, hello?
In this tutorial, you will learn how to secure an aircraft in its place at a gate following standard safety procedures. You will do this with the use of chocks to be placed under all the aircraft's wheels and cones to be placed at critical areas around the aircraft, where we do not want curious passengers or unauthorized personnel approaching. As you can see, a plane is approaching the gate.
Yep, very closely.
Select a full set of wheel chocks at the indicated area.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yep, okay, cool. Oh, 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 oh. I can't move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's go get my cones and chocks. 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 Chockety chock chocks.
The aircraft has arrived at the gate, and its engines and all beacon lights are switched off. You may safely approach the aircraft's front set of wheels. Place a set of chocks under the wheels. To do this, approach and point at the front wheels and press the displayed button to place a set of chocks.
I did the do.
Great. I think you've got the hang of it. Repeat the same process for the rear left and right wheel sets.
Done.
Now head over to the indicated set of cones. To raise them, press the displayed button, click the displayed button to rotate them upwards, and use the displayed button to position them. To throw the object, hold down the displayed button.
Perfect, nailed it.
Just like with the chocks, place the cones in their indicated areas. The order in which you do this doesn't matter.
Yep. Oh, that's right. You can stack a cone. Alright, cool. I was doing that wrong. So, F to pick up, and middle, and drop. Now there's also manual rotation, which is wonderful. I love having that level of control. Bloop. Neat. I have learned the art of cone. Oh. Which song is that by? Nailed it. Where's all the way over yonder. Okay. 'Cause wing, got it.
Now, the bypass pin needs to be inserted into its slot on the strut of the front wheels.
Front wheels,
The
got it.
purpose of this pin is to prevent the cockpit crew from having any steering control of this wheel, as it can pose a danger to the crew on the ground if moved accidentally.
Fair.
It also allows the ground crew to take control of steering of the aircraft by bypassing the aircraft's pressurized hydraulic systems during a pushback procedure.
He got
You'll
suddenly
learn
much
more
louder.
about this in another tutorial.
Sir, I need you
Now,
to tone your voice
approach
down.
the front
There you
wheel
go.
and firmly insert the bypass pin in its slot.
I did it. Shush.
Congratulations. You have just
Thanks.
Now, we will present you with the same scenario but in reverse.
Oh,
You'll
fancy.
need to collect all the previously placed safety articles efficiently and safely. At Vagar Airport, we have a unique situation where an aircraft can leave the stand and taxi without being pushed back onto the taxiway. This means the final step of this process will be taking the bypass pin out of the front gear strut, and the aircraft can go on its way.
Fair enough. Okie dokie.
The aircraft has already been serviced and is waiting for it to be released from the ground crew's hands.
I'm assuming we're talking about
Each
the same one.
parking gate or parking stand is identified by a red or white perimeter outline.
Yeah.
When the aircraft
Yeah.
is in motion and its engines are running, no unnecessary objects, vehicles, or personnel should be inside this area. This is due to the risk of the aircraft colliding with a vehicle or unwanted objects being sucked into the engine. If such a situation occurs and the area is not clear, you'll be notified through your in-game tablet.
See, that
Collect the cones and wheel chocks and place them in safe areas outside the parking stand's perimeter.
I got it, bud. I got it.
Finally,
Oh,
head back over
this
to the
one. Okay.
aircraft, remove the bypass pin, and leave the area.
So they almost went to the opposite extreme with this one, in that the dude man just keeps talking from from point to point to point without stopping, whereas the other one, the tablet one, they made me stop, go, okay. They made me click every single time to go to every single basically sentence that he had. So I found that kind of interesting that they went the opposite route with this one, where he just wouldn't stop talking. You will guarantee that I don't know it. Okie dokie. I'm assuming based on what you had said, it's related to glowing mushrooms.
Congratulations! You have completed the training on securing an aircraft when parked at a gate.
I didn't quite figure out how to get rid of my chalks in my pocket, but it's fine. You just have chalks in your pocket. Let's see if I'm not gonna listen to it, but I'm gonna look at it and see if it's one that I know. I'm gonna go with no. I don't think I know that one. But I will have to listen to that later. Alright, GPU. We're gonna install a graphics card in this damn plane. I keep forgetting. I gotta hit the actual play button. It's under my face.
Now, I'll teach you how to operate a ground power unit, which is known as GPU in
Not
aviation jargon.
graphics
You're
processing
probably
unit.
wondering,
Got it.
what exactly does the GPU do? Besides what its name gives away, let me explain that to you.
Have fun, Pine.
After landing, the aircraft generates electricity from the engines. But as you may have noticed, the aircraft shuts down its engines faster than we can connect and start the GPU. Shortly after landing, the crew start the auxiliary power unit, or APU for short, which will generate electricity for the aircraft until we, the ground handling crew, connect the GPU to the aircraft, which will power the aircraft more efficiently and at a lower fuel price.
Okay.
During this time, the cockpit crew and ground handling can perform their assigned tasks without a cut in power to the aircraft. Okay, now you need to use the tug parked in the marked area and transport the GPU to the position next to the aircraft.
Okay.
There's already an aircraft parked there, which is scheduled to depart soon. This will give us a chance to show you the complete process of connecting and disconnecting the GPU.
Alright then. Let's touch the thingy.
Before you start,
Okay,
you need
not
to
touching the
connect
thingy.
the GPU
Got it.
to the tow hook of the tug so that you can transport it. It's Back
That
up the
thing.
tug so that the hook is close to coupling with the GPU. Then get out of the tug, approach the rear, and follow the action displayed on the screen to couple them together.
Okie dokie. So, this thing. Engine. WASD. Open the tablet to change the first person view. Oh. No, I don't see how to do that, but sure. This thing's got a hella turning radius. I like it. Oh, too far. Okay, how do I do the thing? Drag. Connecto. Did it. Connect. There we
Great.
go.
Just remember that you hook and unhook other trailers in the same way. Hop back in the tug and head over to the aircraft as indicated.
Okay, we got power plug possibly on this side. Looks like we got power on both sides, so it doesn't matter.
Now, detach the GPU from the tug and go to the rear side of it, where you'll need to open the hatch revealing the control panel.
I'm trying to drag. There we go. Rear control panel.
Now I'll show you the generator startup sequence. You'll operate it using the controls displayed on the screen as we go.
Okay.
Toggle the power on button. This will activate the generator battery.
Got it. Oh, hang on. Dealing with Kitty trying to spill my drink. Hi, Kitty. How are you doing, Kitty?
Now you'll need to hold down the engine start button for approximately 3 seconds until the engine starts. Now we have to wait 30 seconds until the engine heats up and the oil temperature reaches 80 degrees Celsius. In the meantime, go to the nose of the aircraft and open the hatch where the connector is located.
Okay, where's the hatch?
Great. Now on the side of the GPU, there's a slot containing a cable. You need to pick up the cable and plug it into the aircraft's power socket.
Pluggy plug. Got it.
To pick up the cable, follow the action displayed on screen.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Connect the cable to the aircraft's power socket.
Plug. Nice.
Perfect. Now go back to the panel and switch the engine setting knob from idle to run.
Got it.
Then press the DC output button to the on position.
Got it.
Now notify the cockpit crew through the communication panel that they can turn off the APU and switch to GPU power. Open this panel using the controls displayed on screen. Navigate to the flight deck option, then APU, and then turn off the APU.
Off APU. Got it.
Great. Now the aircraft is powered only by the GPU.
Hello up there.
The rest of the ground crew and the aircraft crew can continue with their work.
Nice.
Now it's time to teach you how to disconnect an aircraft's ground power prior to departure.
I'm assuming very similar
Obviously, we
to
can't
the
just
opposite.
unplug the cable and leave the crew without power. When you finish all your other tasks and it's time to disconnect the GPU, you'll need to inform
Okay.
the crew.
Yes.
We'll teach you how to do that on this aircraft.
Sure.
Head over to the indicated area.
The indicated area, you
Approach
say.
the aircraft from the side where the GPU is parked.
Right. Where I am currently. Yep.
Your task now is to notify the cockpit crew that they may start the APU. Select flight deck.
So, same as before. Flight deck, APU. Turn it on.
Great. The crew has just started the APU. Go to the back of the aircraft, specifically under its tail, and listen to the APU startup sequence. If you want to, remove your protective headphones using the displayed button. To check the startup progress, open the tablet and select the aircraft you're currently at. In the task table, you'll find information about the startup progress.
It sounds fancy. Oh, headphones. Headphone button. Kind of nice to just have a headphone button. Yeah, that's loud. Alright, he said check the tablet for the APU progress.
The APU is now fully operational.
Okay.
Now go to the panel and switch the DC output to off.
Alright, DC out
Then
off.
turn the engine switch from run to idle. Finally,
Engine.
unplug the cable connected to the aircraft and place it back into the GPU.
Got it.
Great. Everything went according to plan.
Oh.
Now you need to return the GPU to the designated
Close.
location at the parking ramp to complete the tutorial.
Alright. Oh. Right. Forgot to attach it. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Everything sounds so hummy. Neat. Everything's so loud without the headphones.
Congratulations! You've just learned how to operate the GPU after arrival and before departure of an aircraft.
Hooray.
See you later.
Bye. So we did the thing. We did the thing. That was much more interactive than I thought it would be. In fact, I was expecting more of a high-level management of AirportSim, not ground crew. But let's do some new game and see what we get. Scenario. Take on the role of an airport ground handler. He'll be responsible for handling aircraft arriving and departing based on timed, realistic schedules. Oh, realistic schedules. Oh, means we got like 15 minutes to cycle an aircraft. Earn points, etc. Let's do it. So we're going to have. Just kind of hoping to. There we go. It's like 4 airports are planned off the start. Who knows if they're going to add more? Demo. Yes, indeed. Vagar Airport was built by Royal Engineers of the British Army during World War II, and the first airplane landed there in autumn 1942. After the war, it was left unused until it was reopened in '63. A new airport terminal was opened on July 17th of June 2014. To this day, is the only airport in the Faroe Islands. I don't actually know where the Faroe Islands are. I just don't know that geography very well. But let's do it. Now that is a hideous truck, but high visibility. Okay, so we've got arrivals. Departures. So we got 2 things happening at 9:15. I don't know if I can do that. It is currently 9:10. I have 5 minutes to handle this crap. All right, so let's start with the departures because we got this one landing in 5 minutes. So departures. We gotta do the Barcelona. Where am I supposed to even find this plane? How do I know which one's which? RC 245 to Barcelona. Which one's that? I'm assuming it's the one that's that's here currently. So let's. Where's my ship parked? It's very pretty though. So this thing says that there is a... Oh. need to connect the GPU. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I gotta do that. Where's my GPU? There's a GPU. Engine. It put me in the passenger seat. Okie dokie. I was just kind of expecting that to not be a thing I had to worry about. Oh, it just keeps beeping. Oh, okay. Stop. Okay, so you want this thing. This is the right plane, right? This is a plane of unknown make and model, but it is the only plane here. That one is currently arriving. So connect GPU. Wait for service to start at 8:45 p.m. We're like a half hour past that, but sure. I guess I'm supposed to connect GPU and then remove all of their stuff so that they can leave. I don't know what the dealio was with that, but let's do it. That's not very helpful. Pluggy plug. Run. Go. Okay. So that's what I was thinking. It should have probably had it connected to begin with, and we should have been removing it. But it's fine. So then we just do the opposite of that. Oh, right. Hang on. A button. Yeah, that's right. Flight deck. APU. Turn it on. Alright, so this guy's arrived. So we can wait for that guy's APU to start up and run over here. Get some cones going, get some chocks going. I feel like we probably should have a little trailer for this, but it's fine. No cone expected at the back of this thing. Okay. That's not how that works. There we go. Okay, we go chocks, and we go chocks, and we go chocks, and we go lockout pin. And then this one wants a GPU, so I'm just gonna finish removing the GPU off of this one and run it right over here. Now I feel like we might need more ground crew at this place. Like, you know, more than one dude, perhaps, might be a thought. Off. Unplug. Slappy-doo. Alright, and then you want your removals. Okay, we'll let you go in a moment. We gotta get this guy over to the other plane. You know what? No. We'll let you first. Why? Why to remove the stack from my hand is a little bit weird, but I get it. Alright, so we grab the chocks. And then you may GTFO. I still don't really have a way to get chocks out of my pocket, so we're just gonna have pocket chocks, and it's fine. You have fun. Have a nice trip. Is it just me, or is this thing really slow? Like, slower than I remember it being. Alright, and then we go boopity and boop, boopity and boop. Yeah, second cousin to pocket sand, the pocket chocks. Oh, where's your power do? Are you the power do? Nope, that's the whole side of the plane. Okie dokie. Just close that. Where's your power do? Where's your power do? Oh. No, that's not it. Where's your... I don't know where the power thing is on this plane. Cargo door. Are you power? Nope. Fuel panel. Nope. Cargo door. I would love to connect the GPU, but I would love to know where to connect the GPU, because on the other plane it was like right here-ish. Hello? Power thing? Where's the plug? Is it just tucked under here somewhere? Oh. Are you the power thing? Hey, it's the power thing. Oh, okay. Neat. Give me that. Alright, let me turn you on. Get you moving. Let these guys know that they can go off their auxiliary power. And then it wants me to disconnect. Okie dokie. I mean, I guess I can. I thought you were gonna go. No, you're still okay. It's fine. Whatever. It wants me to disconnect the GPU, so let's do that again. Turn it on. No, not turn it on. Okay. Disconnect. Strip it out. Sure. Leave that thing live. That's probably a good plan. Ah. I did it. I did it. I got 85 score lost for some reason. Probably because I didn't successfully turn off and do the GPU correctly for the end of this one. Because A, they didn't give me the steps for it, and B, it wouldn't work. It didn't let me call the flight crew to tell them to turn their APU back on. So I probably lost some points on that. I don't really know. The score lost thing, I think this needs to be clarified. So that you could actually learn what you failed at and do it better next time, perhaps. But we did it, and that apparently was the demo of AirportSim. It's got some promise in terms of like an actual simulator goes. It's got a lot of realistic elements to it. It's not too realistic to the point where it's kind of painful to work with, like some sim games tend to be. There's just enough arcadiness that it's fine. I am a little bit concerned that they're doing like just scenario based rather than like just an ongoing airport. If they had just an open airport that had departures and arrivals and you just kind of had to deal with them as they came in, that would be something that would be kind of interesting, rather than this type of scenario where it's you've got one plane coming, you've got one plane going, you got to figure out how to juggle them. That feels like it would be much more limited in terms of gameplay. But it was nice. It was nice and it was pretty. So, you know, it might be worth looking into. I'll have to keep an eye on it, just in general, to see how it develops. It only came out like 3 weeks ago, something like that, so hasn't had too much time. But I'm curious if they're going to keep developing it or not. But yeah, that was Airport Sim. Well, let's move on to the next one, shall we?